Hi everyone, it's me, Lindsay, with Equip Me OT, here today to talk about 9 essential tips to prepare for an upcoming knee surgery. So if you're watching this, hopefully you're preparing for the surgery, which is a great place to start so that you are all set up for success when you go home. So first step, how are you going to get into the car to go home? This is often something that is missed, but it's super important. So let me show you my first tip. Have a friction reducer for your seat. So you have options. A lot of folks can get away with just using a simple garbage bag, or if you want a reusable option, in a nylon grocery tote, or the third option, and my favorite, is something called a tubular draw sheet, which is actually designed as a friction reducer for transfers. And let me show you real quick how this is going to work. You're going to have this behind you on the seat so that all you have to do when you sit down is just barely scoot, and you're going to be able to slide back on the seat with such ease, you will impress everyone around you. So I'm just going to pop back on the seat and turn just like that. And I can turn to get right back out. It is so much easier than doing it without it, trust me. So something to help reduce that friction. The other tip for the car specifically is add some height. So if you're getting into a vehicle and you're on the shorter side, I'm only 5'4", this is a standard minivan, I recommend having a step stool. If you're getting into a truck, an SUV, or any taller vehicle and you're on the shorter side, trying to hoist yourself up immediately after surgery, really painful. So I love this step stool because it has the added handle here. I can use this to step in, so I can put my leg up. If you had surgery on this knee, you would actually turn it around the other way, but you're going to lift yourself up and push into the car. It is so much easier to get in and out with a step stool. Next tip. So once you get out of the car, you need to know how you're going to get into the house. That is why you're going to test out which entrance has the best access with a walker, which is likely what you'll go home with. So I know that my entrance here has a few platform steps that will fit the whole walker, so I can test that ahead of time so that I know I'm going to be able to enter and exit my house safely. If yours does not have steps wide enough to hold a walker, you need to consider your alternatives. A cane, a platform cane that has the 3-point on the bottom to give you more stability, or adding grab points on the wall in the garage. This garage, I would actually probably recommend putting in a grab bar here and here if I didn't have a walker to use, so I'd have extra stabilizing, so that I know I can get into the house once I get home from surgery. So the next tip is in the bathroom. Know the height of your toilet. If you are of the taller, I'm 5'4", and this is a low toilet, adding some height with a toilet seat riser can make such a difference in the recovery process to make it easier to come to a stand. This one, the Kohler Heighten one, is my absolute favorite right now. I actually leave it permanently installed on this toilet because I like it so much. The next tip is, even if you don't need added height, most people recovering from knee surgery benefit from handles. These handles I absolutely love. They mount directly to the toilet and they have nothing that goes down to the ground, and they flip up out of the way. So this combination is one of my go-to favorites right now for adding extra toilet stability so that I can get up and down with relative ease. Our next tip takes us to the shower, and you're probably really ready for a shower when you get home from surgery, so I want to make sure that first shower goes well. The very first tip here is get a seat. You may not need a seat for very long, and you may not need it for the entirety of your shower, but having a seat available to you in the shower can help make your transfers more safe and make the showering experience more comfortable. So once you're in the shower on your seat, I also recommend that you have a handheld shower head. Anytime you're going to be recovering from surgery and dripping all over yourself, you should have a shower head that can come down to you. This is leaking all over the place. But that shower head is going to make your showering experience more comfortable and help you avoid over soaking a fresh wound. So it's a really good idea to have one of these in place as well. Next tip takes us to our comfort place, the bed. So if you're recovering in bed, you're going to want to make sure you have some sort of wedge pillow or something to elevate your leg. the surgical recovery process is a lot of swelling. So you want to be able to get that leg really elevated to get the fluid out. I like a traditional wedge like this versus a platform wedge because most surgeons, if not all, are going to want you to keep your knee as straight as possible. If this is uncomfortable, you can add an extra pillow here with the goal of being able to get your leg fully straight. So this type of wedge is a great idea. Now, another thing you can do to make yourself a superstar in the eye of your surgeon, and this is a great bonus tip, is if you remember, I showed you this draw sheet back in the car, but these draw sheets also work great for some therapy on your knee in the recovery window when you're trying to gain some of your range of motion back. This is a leg lifter. Leg lifter, extra bonus, they are wonderful for this recovery window as well. But now I can use my draw sheet here as I'm trying to regain some of my range of motion and pull on that foot to be able to work that range of motion before the strength returns fully to my quads. This is something that you are going to be doing with your therapist anyway, so having the tools on hand. And I'll show you something really cool real quick about this particular leg lifter, which I'll link down below, which was designed by physical therapists. And it is specifically going to be boosting your ability to range that knee. This has to come off. This one actually splits in two, so I can get a nice range of motion exercise there. So there you have it. Whole bunch of tips to make it easier to recover from your knee surgery. I hope you got some value here. If you have questions or comments, please leave them down below and I'll get to them. If you need more information like this and you want more details into any one of these topics, I've done a lot of deep dives and videos for knee recoveries, and I'm going to link that playlist down below, so feel free to watch those videos as well. And if you need more information like this for other surgeries, make sure to follow me at EquipMeOT.